Hi, my name is Keith Strawn. I'm with Low Country Real Estate, and I'm here again with John Sharp, tour guide extraordinaire down here in Beaufort, South Carolina, who probably has the most fascinating story of anybody who has ever taken a first trip to Beaufort. So, John, take it away.
Hi, and welcome to our lovely little town. Well, I got here February the 18th, 1992, and I got here in a Coast Guard rescue helicopter. I actually shipwrecked in this lovely little town, coming here from actually Hollywood, California. I was an actor and a director out there. And all of a sudden, I turned 50, and I realized that a lot more of my life was now behind me than lay ahead of me. And I decided that, man, if there was anything long-standing that I really wanted to do in life, now was probably the time to get on with that. And when I was a kid in school, and a lot of you guys are going to identify with this, I read a book called Kon-Tiki by Thor Heyerdahl. This wonderful explorer built himself a raft and shoved off from the west coast of South America and just started drifting across the Pacific into Polynesia. Man, oh man, what an adventure. Next thing I knew, I sold the art, sold the car, bought a little pickup truck and left Hollywood, California in the 1st of October, 1991, and spent a month driving across America, camping out in the great national parks, wending my way across this beautiful country to Beaufort, North Carolina, where I bought a little 35-foot wooden sailboat, intending to go sailing alone around the world, never having sailed a day before in my life. Bought the boat, got it outfitted, and then on the 16th of February, 1992, shoved off out into the North Atlantic in the wintertime, alone, and sailed into a mild nor'easter. 35 knots of wind or so. Pretty good sailing, pretty exciting sailing if you're an expert at it. But man, if you're a novice and you don't know anything, it got real scary real quick. And it didn't take but more than the first 2 ocean waves for me to find that I was almost terminally prone to seasickness. And I don't mean just nauseous. I mean one of those cases where you're face down in the cockpit and you're praying for death. And that's what I was doing all that day and all that night. Just unable to do anything but oh God, it was terrible. Since that time, I've had kidney stones and a total hip replacement. And I'm telling you God's truth, I'll sign up for either one of those 2 events in a heartbeat before I go back out there ever again. In any event, 24 hours later, boy, I had it. But the sun had broken through the clouds by this time and enough warmth on my back to revive me to some kind of life. And I got on the radio and asking anybody, please, do you know where I am? And a voice comes back going, Captain, this is the United States Coast Guard out of Tybee Island, and you sound real rough out there. Drop your sails, drop your anchor, Captain. We're going to come and take you off your boat. Oh, there is a God, there is a God. Not all that long after that, a little red helicopter came over the horizon. I had dropped my sails and dropped my anchor by that time, and they lowered a basket, and I rolled myself into it, and the next thing I know, I'm being lowered into the parking lot of a hospital. And as I read the sign on that parking lot, I let out a great moan of dismay, and the rescue swimmer said, "What's wrong now?" And I said, "I'll be damned, but I've been sailing around in a circle. I'm right back in Beaufort." And he went, no, you're not. You in Beaufort now." I thought, quite frankly, that I had entered the twilight zone, but there is a Beaufort, South Carolina. And that's how I got here. That was 16 years ago. And a Yankee boy originally, born and raised in upstate New York, still holding a grudge about, well, a lot of things. It took me a good 10 years before the magic of this place finally captured me. But man, it has captured me. This is where I really believe that I was intended to be here. 500 years of European history here. I was always a history geek in school, and finally I get to put that passion into action. So you come on down here. This is paradise. You come down out of that snowy, blustery, cold, wintry north, and then you sign up for one of my tours, and you're going to go back in time.
Give me your website address, John.
Hey, what is my website address? www.johnswalkinghistory.com. J-O-N-S, walkinghistory.com. See you here.
Hey, guys, come back because we're going to bring John back again. Fascinating guy. I appreciate you coming out today on my website. If you need me, call me at 843-252-2920. You want to give him a number, John, just in case?
Yeah, 843-575-5775. Now, where's my hose? I'm going to squirt that little girl.
You guys have a good day. Take care.